Here is the story. Sit tight, sit down, get relaxed, and welcome. Here is the tale on what the fuck happened with me and my CPU today and its dumb bullshit. So, it starts 2:45 p.m. A knock at my door happens. I go to see who it was. I open the door. I see it. The package. My package. Not that type of package. I'm talking about the Amazon package. My Amazon package. I grab the package with glee. Surprise, happiness on my face. I go to my room, closing the door behind me. I go. I grab the package. I open it. And I see in there i5 CPU. Me, being ecstatic, it filled with such joy. I grabbed the CPU and looked at it with an awe. I have it. Finally. Also, hi Shiba and Lord. A CPU that can help me stream games, help me play games with my model and not have it lag. Finally, I won't have to deal with people saying, do you know your model's lagging? Like, no shit, I know it's lagging. And then when you point it out, it makes me feel sad. So stop it. But I know people won't. Besides that, me being happy. Good night, Rain. I grab the CPU. I grab my PC. I take it out where it needs to be. I put it down. I take out all the parts that needs to be, being carefully as possible. Thank you for the sub, Anonymous. God damn it, don't do that to me. Nice package? That's fair enough. That's good. And I take off my fan. I get the rubbing alcohol, or rub off the thermal paste that was on my fan. I take out my i7 as well. I look at it. I thank my i7 for the years that have served me. The years that I've had this CPU with me so long. Thank you for all of its hard work. I put it down gently. I grab my i7. I open it. It's beautiful. i7 9700K. A 4.6 gigahertz CPU. It's amazing. And I love it. I put it in. I put the paste on. I put my fan on. I put everything on. I put it all in correctly. Close it up. And then it happened. I went to reach over. I clicked on the power. The fans turned. It started. But then it stopped. I tried it again. Out of disbelief. It could not have happened. It started. Spin, spin. Stopped again. It wasn't powering on. I don't know I don't know what happened. I don't know how this could be. I thought, no, this is all supposed to work. I made sure it was the correct socket. I thought everything was correct. But it wouldn't turn on. And I had no clue why it wouldn't turn on. I realized then, after looking it up online and speaking to some people I know, I needed a new motherboard instead. The motherboard I had was not good enough for the CPU. By that I mean I needed to update the BIOS. But that's too much, that's too complicated for me. So I'm just gonna buy a new motherboard that's even better than the one I have now. That'll go with my CPU. So me, after an hour working on it, seeing what's wrong, content, being like, okay, I'll upgrade later. I put it on my CPU, and I switched out my parts. I put in my i5, thanking it, being like, welcome back, old friend. You're here once again. One last time, until I can upgrade once more. I put it in, but then Something I thought was unthinkable would happen. I push the power on my PC. It turns on. Good night, Sil. But my monitors. Nothing else was turning on. Nothing else was turning on after I turned on my PC. I had my monitors plugged in. But I looked at my CPU, my monitors. No signal. Every single one of them. Confused and distraught. I felt defeated. In complete panic. Not knowing what would happen. Thinking I fucked up somehow and I broke my whole PC. Not knowing what was next for me. I thought this was it, to be honest. Guys, I really did. I thought this was it for me and my PC. I thought I wouldn't have anything left after this. I was a broken Neko, in fact. A sad fuck. I spent the next hours upon hours, thinking of ways that could work, thinking what went wrong. I took apart my PC. I took off my GPU again. I unplugged everything, plugged it back in. Nothing. I looked at my CPU, my fan, I cleaned it off, and I reinstalled my CPU. Added new thermal paste and everything. Nothing. I was confused. OMJ couldn't type, but here's the whole thing, Kadu. Oh. In Kadu? Oh. Cry. Just cry. Nya. Me. After 4 hours, I was on the ground. In despair. Not knowing what would happen. In one desperate last attempt, I tried one more option. I unplugged everything, took out my GPU, took out everything until it was just my CPU, fan, and one RAM card. I plugged one of my monitors into my motherboard. The last thing I haven't done yet. I turned on the power, and what happened was the most beautiful thing ever. It turned on. The monitor. It worked. It worked. It finally worked. I don't know what happened, but I'm guessing it needed to reinstall all my softwares again. And that's all it needed to happen. So I reinstalled everything. I turned it on, it loaded up. I turned off my PC again, installed everything this time, and then when I booted up the next time, everything turned on. One monitor, the second monitor, other monitor, keyboard, mouse, camera, mic. It all turned on. And that was it. That was it. My PC, fixed again. Relief fills my body with joy. What once was a sad dream, what I thought would be broken, it worked in the end. It's sad I can't use my new CPU now, but that's okay. Because we'll get a new one. We'll get a new motherboard. And we'll use that new CPU. And when that time comes, we know how to install it. And we know that everything will go fine this time. And that is a dream I'll be waiting for. After my move is over, I'll get that new motherboard. And we'll get that new PC. And we'll have the most smoothest model and stream all the games we want without a single frame dropping. I believe we'll reach there, chat. Because I know you guys believe in me. Believe that we'll reach there. Okay, that's the story. I'm gonna be honest, that bit went went so much longer than I thought it was going to be. That bit went way longer than it should have been. That was. I need to make that a highlight. I need to make me reacting to Mousy a highlight, and I need to make that a highlight as well. That was fucking beautiful.